These are my top 3 trade ideas for this week. We're starting out strong with GBP USD, and what we can see on the H4 timeframe is we're just about to establish a bullish trend with the 200 and the 50 EMAs. And we are in a bit of a wedge pattern here, creating higher lows and lower highs over a higher timeframe. I don't really trade wedges, but it is something I'm paying attention to. But with the edge finder giving GBP USD a very bullish reading, I'm leaning to the long side. So I'm drawing my fib from the low to the high, and I want to get in on a 50% retracement because this level lines up with previous structure on the left. So this wouldn't just be a fib pullback, it would also be a break and retest into previous structure into the moving averages for a continuation higher. So my position would look something like this, with an entry on the 50% retracement, a stop loss at the previous low, and no hard take profit. I would just trail my stop into profit as the market runs. Next up, we have GBP CHF that has just broken out of a pretty major level here on the daily time frame. So we've had the break, and yet again I'm looking for the retest, and we've also had the daily moving averages flip bullish here, as well as the edge finder giving this market a bullish reading, meaning the fundamentals, technicals, and the trend are all aligned for us to be buyers. So as always, if we take the previous low to high and draw the fib, what we can see is this fib zone lines up perfectly with the previous level of structure, validating this break and retest pattern even more for us to see a continuation higher. So entry at the 50%, stop loss at the previous low, and yet again, no hard take profit, just a trailing stop to maximize the bullish move. And finally, we have the AUD/NZD that has just used its previous level of weekly support and now testing it as resistance. This is the first time Aussie New Zealand has managed to actually break out after being range bound for over 12 years. So there is an idea that we could see some sort of mean reversion back to the high of the range, or possibly even the middle of the range. Now this might look quite risky selling into such a bullish move, but the edge finder is bearish on Aussie New Zealand, and the H4 timeframe has also established a bearish trend. So whilst the daily is still technically bullish with these moving averages, I would be very happy to go in for a short position with a fib from the high to the low, entry at the 61.8 or 50%, doesn't matter too much, stop loss at the high, and again, no hard take profit, just a trailing stop. And this could be something like a 1 to 5, 1 to 10, maybe even higher if the mean reversion idea really plays out.